Hi everyone, this is the L Boogie Speaks 2 show, and today is, what's today's date? Let me look up here real quick. See if I can get today's date now. What's today's date? Okay, let me see, can I find today's date? Today is April Fool's Day. Damn, April Fools. Okay. It's been a minute since I made a video, and I wanted to make a video today. There's a lot of things going on, of course, in the news. What is this? Okay. And I wanted to cover some of them. Basically, they finally passed the George Floyd, not George, forgive me for that. The Emmett Till anti-lynching bill, act or whatever, was passed, and President Biden signed that into law. Of course, it's going to be useless because when police find our people hanging, they usually say it's a suicide. So, and that's going to be a non-factor. Also, recently, Vladimir Putin and Russia decided they was going to go ahead on and run up in Ukraine. And your president is giving them billions of dollars and offering to bring 100,000 of them here into the United States to resettle. Wow. And he's sending an additional $500 million over to the Ukraine, with more billions of dollars to them in the next 5 years. Well, so as time goes on with this president, it's getting worser and worser and worser. So if you think that you're getting what you voted for, then it's appropriate for me to say, April Fools. April Fools to you. I'm sorry to, well, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry to kind of like rub salt into the wound, but this needs to happen. Our reparations money is going to every other foreign group, non-citizen group in America. That's where our reparations are going to. So all you Biden sexuals and Biden supporters that were like, this was the best decision you could ever made, look at you now. That's all I'm gonna say. But it's sad, man. It's a lot of people out of work because of COVID. They lost their jobs during COVID, shut down or whatever. Some businesses haven't come back or recovered from it. So it's a lot of people here in the United States that are hurting that could use the money. You have thousands of people in California that are homeless, out on the street, and they could actually use some help. So this president seems to be more interested in helping everyone, every non-citizen group. Just look where the help is coming from. So we have a midterm election coming up in November. And when they come to you asking you for your votes, in addition to asking them what have they done for you lately, you could tell them to go to the LGBTQ community, to the immigrants, to the Afghans, and to every other non-citizen group whom they have given billions of dollars in cash money to, and tell them to vote for you. Ask them to go to them, the groups that they care about, to get their vote. And you would be Negroes that are going to come out in November, or right shortly of November, maybe. I think they're really going to crank it up. I'll probably say in July, August. The campaigning is because there's like all 435 seats in Congress is up, and I think half the seats, or just short of half the seats in the Senate, are up for grabs. They want to maintain the short majority that they do have in the Senate and in the House, but they're not. They're going to take a beating, and they're going to have to stand up there and see the majority leader switch over to some Republican. I can't think of his name right now. Some old white dude. What's his name? Who got up and said we aren't Americans? Okay, well, their name escapes me right now. But anyhow, they're going to lose the House. They're going to lose the Senate. They're going to lose because even their most faithful, even the Democratic Party's more faithful black people that blue, no matter who nonsense is going right out the window, because it is absolutely ridiculous and it's absolutely blatant disrespect and disregard for the people that put their behinds in office. And it's even worse for the I call it the dead black caucus. Really, the CBC, the Congressional Black Caucus, they have an average age of 75 years old, and they all need to retire and pass the torch on to some young bucks and let them get in there with some new tactics and new ideas. But I believe they're at this point, they want to die in office like John Lewis and this other old person that should have retired. My question is, why don't you pass the torch on to some young people? Why don't you groom a young person to come in and carry on? Because if you're 75 years old, then things have changed since you became in Congress. Things have changed. And it's time for young people with younger ideas, with modern ideas, to take over. Because it's very evident that the black caucus don't care nothing about black people. And I'm saying it. They don't. They passed that anti-Asian hate bill and they voted for it. And not one black caucus member stood up, or one of our 3 black senators stood up for us and said, look, okay, we understand that the Asians are going through a little something now with this hate, thing going on with them post-COVID. I won't say post-COVID, but because of COVID. But FBI crime statistics show that blacks are the most attacked because of race in this country. So if you want us to support this bill, we want you to include African Americans, blacks, or whatever as a part of this bill. But they sat there, they voted for the bill, and they ain't vote for us to get nothing. All they are black career politicians, and they do not deserve our support. Now, if you continue to support them, then it's safe to say that you're a damn fool. For the simple reason is, what is going on now is so plain to see and clear. The Democratic Party's disregard, this president's disregard, and your black caucus disregard for its constituents and supporters, which is their base, which are black voters. So it's safe to say that as we get closer to the elections in November and they come out trying to they say, well, accentuate the positive and just mention what you have done. They haven't done shit for us. Nothing. Holidays and symbolic gestures and a damn Supreme Court justice that has ruled against black people is not a win for us. We want tangibles. No tangibles, no votes. So you know, those of you that's still gonna line up and vote anyway, go ahead. You know, you're gonna see a difference in the line, because it's not gonna be as thick as it has been in the past, because they're on that bullshit. That's about all I have to say for this particular video. I don't have a lot of rants like my normal. It's been a minute. Been having to take care of other things. And those of you who see my message, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna let you and everybody in I won't say Facebook or YouTube land know. You don't have to like my videos. It helps the algorithms or whatever. You don't have to subscribe if you don't want to subscribe, because I'm not using YouTube for my income. Those that are, more power to you. And if you're successful at making thousands of dollars or whatever, and this is your thing, good. But me, I'm not. This is not my source of income. But I choose to use this platform to get a message out that I feel, you know, about how I feel about, you know, politics or whatever subject that I choose to discuss. And if you don't like it, you don't have to like it. You can put dislike. It don't matter to me, because it ain't gonna bother me none, because I just breathe in the air, breathe out the carbon dioxide, and I will keep breathing. So you can like it or not. If you choose to subscribe or like, that's just fine. You'll get to whenever I post a video, you'll be notified. You know how I go. If you like, do. If you don't like, I'll take the dislikes. Just like I'll take the likes. But that's not gonna change my message. You're not hurting me, no, because I don't use YouTube to as a source of income. I have another source of income. So with that being said, I look forward to November. I'm throwing a party. I'm throwing a party, a sit your ass at home party, because that's where the great majority of us is going to be in November on Election Day, sitting at home. Because if you can't provide tangibles and reparations, then leave us the fuck alone. Don't come with that. You can't come with that bullshit about what you've done, and whatever you weren't able to do, send us back so we can continue not to do shit for you. It's not work. That's not going to work. The Democratic Party is in for a rude awakening. You even have some Republicans that are courting the black vote, because they see the handwriting on the wall. They see it. They know that after next November, they're going to be back in control of the House and the Senate. They know it. They know exactly what's going on. They know it. So the president can use his scorched earth tactics, or just totally ignoring the people that put him in office, and go right ahead. But it's pretty much a guarantee for the next 2 years after the midterm elections, everything he gets done, he's going to have to use his pen. Everything that, of course, the Republicans don't agree with, that he comes up with, he's going to have to, if he's going to get it done, if they're against it, he's going to have to use his pen. If Christian Sinema and Joe Manchin don't like it, and they're in the Democratic Party, he's going to have to use his pen. Because we're not going to co-sign this nonsense and just line up for them to support non-citizens and other groups, anybody besides the people that put them in office. They're in for a rude awakening. And don't come to black people with that guilt shit. Oh, yes, because nothing you say matters now at this point. Because what we're going to say is, go holler at the Asians, go holler at the immigrants, go holler at the Afghans, go holler at the LGBTQ community, and tell them to stand up for you and vote you back in. because your largest voting bloc is not going to be there to help you. That's my message for today. This is the L Boogie Speaks 2 show. Today is Friday, April the 1st, April Fool's Day. And this is my April Fool's message. If you're looking at the black female nominee to the Supreme Court, a holiday, and a 200-year too late anti-lynching law, and you think that's something tangible that's worth you going back to the polls in November and voting the Democrats back in, then April Fools. I'll holler at y'all later. Deuces.